Welcome, you guys. This is Drop. I'm going to be starting a fresh campaign in HOI4 on the Kaisereich mod. Now, I had a few ideas of what country to pick, but it was suggested to me to try out Russia. I'm guessing this guy here. Huh. So, as I recall, I booted up Russia once, and you started like minus 300 political power just like within a month. It was horrible. I instantly quit. So, I'm gonna try to do this now. So we have to get over this hump of political power. Let's see. The continuing instability and the strength of the red influence has forced us to compromise with the proletariat after the Civil War. Bolshevik activity is still high in Russia, and in the case of further weakening of our power, they might attempt to rise up again. Okay, that's not good. Land doctorate research time. That's horrible. I won't have any doctrines, at least land doctrines, for a long time. Don't care. During Russia's civil war, the White forces fought with all they had, but the Red Army still dominated the country's industrial heartland. The German Empire, however, fearing a Red Russia, decided to intervene on behalf of the Whites. 2 years later, Moscow and Petrograd fell to the White forces, and a new Russian Republic was established. For the past 15 years, the leading parties, SR and Cadets, have governed in an uneasy coalition under Kerensky. So there's a coalition under the president. And I know Kerensky, he dies at the start of every game. But Russia is becoming increasingly unstable. Other political forces are growing, and they are considering that it is now time for change, so that the country may reassert her power in the world. I'm going to take a look at these others later. Let's go. Let's go. This first episode usually is kind of slow because I'm just getting started, and especially with Russia, it's going to be huge. Like the starting stuff. Oh yeah, there was a hotfix. I don't remember what the hotfix did. I'm guessing it was just minor glitches. So thank you and major events. Okay, we started with outdated equipment. Why do we have... Well, you're almost done with these. I don't know why I start out with half-finished old stuff. Okay. Let's get a research then. Oh, we start with 3? Russia is huge, but they only start with 3? Do we at least start with some technologies? Nothing here. No special forces. We got the 1936 guns. Okay, that's something, I guess. We got the 2 support. We got the basic tank. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, hello. We have the 1936 submarines. So I guess I'm gonna keep that. And we got fuck all for planes. So yeah, let's get the rest of these sorted. Okay, just put all of my armies here. I have 128 divisions. Let's see here. You are basic infantry. You are artillery. You are recon. I'm just gonna put the horse then. Engineers is gonna be you. We got 2 cavalry divisions. Oh, you have... I'm gonna put the unicorn, I guess. And you have tanks, so I'm gonna put this. Okay. Actually, we have none of these templates. Interesting. So, let's see our infrastructure. So, Moscow is 7. There's a lot of 5s over here, which is not bad. And then as we get further north and east, it gets increasingly shit. So we have 2 7s. But let's see here. We have 35% consumer goods factories. Okay. Yeah, we start with negative 200 political power. Oh, that's not nice. And our factories are 10. Oh god, we gotta build some military factories. We'll do like this and like that. How about that? So we need infantry equipment. We're gonna need artillery. And we can afford to build some tanks, but they're really shitty tanks. Yeah, we got the resources. What do we have for economic policy? Export focus. Okay, that's good. What do I want here? I want the infantry equipment because we're gonna need a lot of that. And maybe I do just 2 and 2. Yeah. I think that's gonna be fine. And then we bump the rest of it into infantry equipment. I might delete some of my battalions, but we'll see about that. So all of my planes, or most of them are over here. Let's just go to air, merge all of you up, go to Moscow. Navy. Oh, this is simple. I have 4 fleets. This one is kind of useless. I got 2 of them over here and 1 tiny one. Just go patrol this and take just take this level 2 with no skills. And this navy, let's take the submarines and tell them to go here. I can't. Oh, they're pre-Weld Creek. Their range is garbage. Look at this range. God damn it. Well, just patrol this. Let's give you the Seawolf. And you are pre-Weld Creek as well. So we have a navy, but look at the range of these pre-Weld Creek ships. They're garbage. There you go. I don't think I'm going to be touching the navy again. But wait, let me. I'm just gonna say Asia Fleet, I guess. Asia Fleet is up here. We can get rid of that. This is the Baltic Sea Flot. So we're just gonna say Baltic Sea, I guess. Baltic Sea Fleet, and you are like the Barents. Barents Sea Fleet. Oh. There we go. And production. Everything is just going to go into the Baltic Fleet. And then once you're done with that, just do normal submarines. We only have 2 factories, so Baltic Sea. And we're done with this. We can't even do any national focuses. What? So I'm guessing Karinsky has to die. So there's no options for me right now. Okay? That's fine, I guess. It's almost completed, so I might as well just let it run its course. You guys. Sort by type. These guys are the ones with tanks. I do like that. You are the cav. I have 2 cav. Everything else is just normal infantry. So you're cav with cannons and then normal cav. Okay? You guys are other way around. Thank you. There's so many of you. There we go. Okay. So we have 103 normal infantry divisions that have... Oh, you're not very good. Okay. if I put you guys together, this is a semi-decent army. It has a little bit of everything. Engineers, tank. Oh, but you guys have so little strength. I'm guessing I'm horribly in debt when it comes to equipment. This is gonna increase, guaranteed. Let's move you guys down here and give you guys this. Let's give this just mobile assault, I guess. It's just cav, but there we go. I might have let's just have a main army, I guess, and then we have the garrisons. It's technically like a garrison. Okay. I'm gonna split you in half, and again in half. There we go. Actually, let's have you guys go here. I'm gonna have 2 of you go here. 2 of you go here. And then I'm gonna delete these 7. Okay. So I got 4 armies of 24, and then we have 1 army of almost 24 that is actually usable. I don't know what is going to be my main threat here, but let's keep... you guys handle Japan. You guys take this part of Mongolia. You guys take Ukraine. You guys take, I don't know, Finland. And my main army is gonna be here on White Ruthenia. And you dudes are just gonna hide in Moscow. Okay, we can unpause. That took 12 minutes. I'm gonna put it on speed 4. Yeah, I know I'm low on manpower. Of course I'm low on manpower. Oh. After the October Revolution, anti-Bolshevik forces started to consolidate across the former Russian Empire, leading to a massive rebellion against the Soviet Republic in Siberia, and the Don and Kuban steppes during the middle of 1918. The White Movement made considerable gains but could not defeat the well-placed Red Army, which still dominated the Russian industrial heartland and transportation networks. The war changed when the German Empire, fearing the success of a dangerous ideology, intervened on behalf of the Whites in exchange for recognition of the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. By January 1920, both Moscow and Petrograd had fallen to the White forces, and a new Russian Republic was established in the former imperial capital. For the past 15 years, the leading political parties, the Social Revolutionaries and Cadets, have governed in an uneasy coalition of democracy. Yeah, this is kind of like what I read at the start, but it's a bit more inclusive. There's more stuff there. Maintaining their power through electoral manipulation and a lack of serious political opposition. Today, Russia is becoming increasingly unstable and other political forces are growing. They consider that it's now time for change, so that the country may once again assert its power in the world. So, I'm gonna... this one I want gone as soon as I can. I'm gonna unpause and take a look at this. So we have 4 mutually exclusive, like, economic paths. I guess I'll have to read that later. Signed in 1918, roughly a year after the fall of Nicholas II, the Russian constitution defines the country's political institutions. The legislative branch consists of the State Duma, elected every 5 years, and the Senate, consisting of senior nobles, statesmen, and scholars. The executive branch is divided into the office of President, elected every 6 years by the Senate, and the Council of Ministers. Okay. There was no other choice there. So this is all like an economic policy. I can't read this. I have to... let's finish this, okay? After the end of the Russian Civil War in early 1920, Kerensky government started to recover the economy, using the mix of socialist economics theories and the propositions of the Cadets and its supporters among the Russian capitalists. Kerensky recognized that the de facto happened redistribution of the land among the Russian peasants and restored the private land ownership. Okay. using the gold reserve of the Russian Empire, which during the Civil War was under Kolchak's control and later was transferred to Petrograd. Kerensky introduced a new currency and launched new economic policy as known as NEP, which allowed him to recover the Tsarist industry, including the military plants, and involve American investments in the various branches of the Russian economy. However, the slowing growth of the economy as well as the intensification of the confrontation between the right and the left parts of the Russian establishment led to the recession in 1933. There should be a comma there. That was a really long sentence. But it is clear that the Russian industry still have a great potential, which can strengthen the economy as well as the international position of the country. Well, of course we should strengthen the economy. No shit. Yeah, I'm not making any tanks right now. Sorry. I want support equipment. And there goes Kerensky. He lived for 5 days, guys. The sound of gunfire rings across the capital. Alexander Kerensky, the president of the Russian Republic, was shot and killed by an assassin while he was climbing the steps of the Senate House. His killer was shot dead by the military police before he could make his escape. His motives will forever be unknown. Regardless, the fate of Russia has been irrevocably changed for better or worse. National spirit, political instability, daily political power cost. Ooh, and the Senate becomes the leader. Low popularity. Does this mean I can do focuses? Because Kerensky... Oh, there we go. The assassination of our long-term president, Alexander Kerensky, has thrown the country into chaos. With the president gone, the governing coalition of cadets and social revolutionaries has collapsed and 4 forces look ready to seize control of the broken nation. Let me see here. So there are, 7 different paths I can go down, but there's only 4 options here. So, let's see here. Constitutional monarchy, I hate that. Just from my HOI4 experience. So, invite the legitimate Tsar. It's just a lot of political power, but I guess I'm going to be needing that. That's a division recovery rate, but it's only 2%. No. That is too low, 2%. No. Political power, no. Factory output plus 10%. Oh, this is better. I'm liking this one better. An aristocratic army. I mean, early game, yeah, that's kind of nice, but... Ooh, factories. So, it's going to be one of these two. A democratic republic. Research time 3%. Recruitable population 1.5%. I mean, we're playing as Russia. Our manpower should be pretty good. Let me check here a bit. We have volunteer only. Yeah, I'm not sure if the manpower is what we need right now. We can send volunteer forces. Apparently we can't do that right now. Vodj, I don't know what that is. Political power. 2% recruitable population. 10,000 manpower. Division recovery rate. Division organization. Planning speed. That is awesome. Factory output. Oh yeah, so far I'm loving this one. Political power. Yeah, this one is way better. So how do I go down this road? Savinkov is the head of government, and Kornilov isn't capable of assuming his post. Savinkov. After the death of our leader, Lav Kornilov, his influential prime minister and revolutionary Savinkov has assumed power in the republic and declared himself the vozhd of Russian nation. surpassing the level of power even the old Tsar had. Okay. So, Kornilov. That's him. And Kornilov isn't capable of assuming his post. So, Kornilov officers... Yeah, I'm thinking that is the path we need to go here. They seize the apparatus of the state. Is there anything else for Savinkov? Senate, Dmitry, President Dmitry. I think it's gonna be this one. There we go. Now what? We are paternal autocrats. Interesting. Political instability. So we cannot choose any of this right now. I guess more events have to happen. Interesting. Okay. Oh wow, we are negative. Okay, the legation cities are giving us... No, they're not giving us. That is a shame. Following the 1926 German intervention in China and the Treaty of Nanjing, signed in November of that year, foreign trade was left to the richest cities of the coast under a joint control of world powers owning interest in China. The independence of this consortium of cities was guaranteed by 10 powers. Okay. Foreign investments and legation cities themselves flourished not only through foreign trade, but also thanks to smuggling into... yeah, whatever. However, while we are officially a part of the Legation City Council, we have been unable to gain access to the profits it should entitle us to. Okay, so maybe we can reassert our claims to those later? I don't know. They should be paying us. Definitely. This guy does not have a portrait. National Populist. Alash Autonomous Region declares independency. Terrible news. Our autonomous region of Alash Orda has decided to use political chaos in Russia following assassination of Kerensky to sever almost all ties with Russia and declare independence. While many hotheads in general staff are demanding immediate action, ongoing chaos prevents us from responding to this treachery. It seems that we must let Alash Orda be for now. Okay. They are no longer our puppets, but what do they have? They got some steel and tungsten and aluminum. Oh, they have some nice stuff. But it's fine. Who are our puppets? None. So right now all we have is non-aggression pact and military access. One of Russia's most experienced politicians, Boris Sturmer, has passed away due to a heart attack upon hearing the news of Kerensky's assassination. Really? He had a heart attack because he learned somebody got killed? Born in 1848. Okay, he was fucking old then. Wow, he was like 90 years old. Sturmer was one of the few people in Russia to remember the Crimean War. He was a symbol of Russia's tradition and continuity. Workers' strike. Some workers in one of our cities have organized themselves and began to strike, completely disrupting all industrial production within the city. They demand higher salaries and enforcement of labor regulations preventing unfair treatment of the workforce. Fulfill their demands. 10% consumer goods factories for 120 days. Ignore their demands. National Spirit minor workers strike. I don't like that. Send in the army to pacify them. This is just a temporary modifier. Hopefully there's nothing more negative about this. It's 120 days. Fuck it. My economy is already bad enough. Who cares about that right now? The Kornilov affair. The Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Army and old enemy of President Kerensky, Larv something Kornilov, has finally seized power, using army troops placed in Petrograd. However, he also understands that without an efficient political program, his control over the country will be lost and left socialist revolutionaries who plunged Russia into terror and chaos. The temporary Prime Minister, General Lukomsky, a well-known supporter of Kornilov, can maintain a similarity of order, but he has awful relations with almost all Republican factions in the Senate and Duma. As a result, Kornilov has decided to invite Boris Savinkov. Savinkov was the guy I wanted, right? Savinkov, yeah. Savinkov, the leader of People's Republic Party of Russia, into the government and offer him the post of Prime Minister. Though Savinkov and Kornilov are not on the best terms, Kornilov hopes that Savinkov will be able to reconstruct the glory of the Russian state. Oh, thank you. 100 political power. And I still can't do any focuses. Oh, there we go. Kornilov-Savinkov alliance. Boris Savinkov, a former terrorist and socialist turned populist and nationalist and protector of the Russian peasants in the Duma, has played a very important role in Russian politics since the end of the Civil War. Between the years 1917 and 1920, he gained control over the rightist part of the Social Revolutionary Party and renamed it the People's Republican Party of Russia, which under his leadership did its best to fight separatism throughout the country, propose radical laws to improve the position of the peasants, and support pro-Russian movements in the German satrapies. Carved out the territories of the former Russian Empire by the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, okay? A talented writer as well as the leader of the combat squads in the different Russian cities and towns, Savinkov is ready to accept the role of the Kornilov supporter and to start rebuilding the Russian society on the basis of his ideology of national revival. Invite the vozhd of the peasants into the government. So the head of the state becomes Savinkov, which I want. Consumer goods factories 5%, that's not nice. Yep. Give me him. I still can't click anything. There's gonna be more events, I imagine. We're still in January. Holy shit, we've not even had a month. Yeah, but in most campaigns it's kind of slow at the start, right? It's not just me, right? Payment of the Brest-Litovsk reparations. During the Berlin Conference in November 1935, the Germans forced us to repay the remaining part of the Weld Creek War indemnities. 1 year earlier than expected, okay, which has put the government in a delicate position. The current budget for 1936 is already stretched to a bare minimum, and if we are to pay the accursed Teutons, the cabinet sees no other alternative than imposing harsh austerity measures. The cuts in government spending will be most harshly felt in the social services sector and in the many homes of invalidated war veterans, depending on the state support. Our citizens are already disgruntled and dissatisfied with the incumbent coalition of cadets, the Socialist Revolutionaries united under the even more unpopular presidency of Alexander Kerensky. Okay, and it is feared that these austerity measures will bring still more extreme political groupings onto the political scene. So the fucking Germans are fucking things up for us. Fuck you, Germany. Look at what you're making me do here. 240 political power. For 365 days, that's a whole year. Motherfucker. Germany, I'm gonna kill you. I have decided I am going to kill Germany in this campaign. Fuck those guys. We're already suffering and you make us pay some debt a year earlier? You couldn't wait a year. God damn it. God damn Germans. So I'm gonna wait until the new month. Yeah, I don't care. And then I'm gonna stop. So, there we go, guys. 1 month in one video. If we continue like this, we'll be done fucking years from now. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya.